picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations.
Hi, this is Dancing Rabbit, and welcome to another Saturday Pagan Perspective. Today I'm coming to you from our newly refurbished family circle, and at the end I have a question. I would like to know your opinion on a subject that has to do with the refurbishing, reconstruction of the circle. This week's topic is psychic powers. Now, by psychic powers, I assume that you mean telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, telekinesis. The supernatural powers to read the thoughts of others, see and hear things without physically being present, know the future, and move things with your mind. I've seen a lot of books on these subjects and how to develop these powers on the shelves of local metaphysical, New Age, pagan shops, but I don't have any of these powers, and I've never met anyone that I really felt did. I agree with Annie that to ask, how can I develop my psychic powers, may be asking the wrong question. Rather, I think you should begin by asking, why do you want to? Paganism is a nature religion, and in my experience it deals with nature, the natural world, and our place in it. It's a religion about harmony with nature, working with rather than domination and achieving power over. So how would your development of psychic powers further that kind of path? Or maybe instead it has a whole lot more to do with getting power over other people or over your situation. I also agree with Eric that we all have certain natural abilities, and we get better at them through practice. I'm pretty good at reading tarot cards. I absolutely suck at runes and scrying. I've tried them, but I just can't get them to work. But with practice, I got a lot better at tarot reading than I was when I first started. Now, I've read professionally at psychic fairs, but I don't consider myself a psychic. I'm a card reader. I use it more to learn about myself and to help those that I read for learn more about themselves and their situation. I don't believe that divination can predict the future. I believe it can show us where we are, how we got there, and some of the possible outcomes if we continue doing what we're doing. But I don't believe that the future is fixed, and so we can't see the future. I'm also an empath. I've been one since I can remember, and I didn't know in the beginning really what to call it. It's just sometimes, especially when the other person is in need, I can feel their feelings. It's more than just being sympathetic or understanding. It's actually feeling what they're feeling while they're feeling it. More than a few times I've handed a person something that they wanted or needed before they asked for it, because I just knew. I didn't do anything to develop the ability, I just always had it. I have learned how to control it somewhat, and I've learned how to prolong it, make the contact, the empathetic contact, last a little bit longer when I need it, and be able to break it or shield from it when I really don't need to be doing something like that. But I don't consider myself psychic. I'm quite likely just a very helpful person who pays close attention, almost unconsciously, to facial expressions, body language, and voice intonations. This would be almost the opposite of someone who has Asperger's syndrome, who really cannot read people's emotions at all. So I think rather than trying to develop your psychic abilities, My suggestions are to work on becoming more aware of yourself, those around you, more aware of nature and your place in it. Now, to help you do that, you may use some of the tools that pagans commonly use to increase their self-awareness. Meditation, chanting, drumming, divination tools like tarot, scrying, pendulum work, runes, and so forth. If any of these seem to work, then spend more time practicing them. Look for your natural abilities, the ones that you already possess, and consider how that you would use them in your pagan spiritual path. I think that that will be much more rewarding and that you will be much more successful at it than by buying books or going to websites and trying to develop some psychic power. Now, the question that I had about the circle is, if you have a more or less permanent outdoor circle and you're marking the quarters with quarter torches, do you put the torch inside the circle, outside the circle, or right on the border of the circle? Well, till next Saturday, or since next week is sub-week, I guess the Saturday after that, this is Dancing Rabbit, wishing you peace.